Good evening, guys. Good evening. This is Big Al, Alan Feaster with KO Boxing Breaking News, greatest news channel for your boxing news. You're back at it again with another news story. We're here local in Omaha, Nebraska. This is posted on some of the Facebook channels from some of the people in Omaha, Nebraska. This special story tonight. And also from our local KETV Channel 7 news story about what's happening. I'm going to go through some of them, what they had to say verbatim. We're going to get into the news story tonight. This special news report is about Stephen So-Called Nelson. We don't have anything really bad to say about Stephen. We're friends with Stephen, and we support him 100%. Let's get that out of the way. This is no joking matter. It's something very serious because someone got hurt as well in the situation, and we'll get into it. Some of you already know, and some of you don't know, and we'll get into it tonight. And I haven't seen you for a while because I've been sick. And then also, please subscribe again if you haven't subscribed. Hit the like button, hit the bell notification button to be notified when we go live. Everybody has supported us this last 2 years. Thank you for your support. Appreciate it. But we have to ask you to subscribe again because my dumb self accidentally deleted my boxing channel a few weeks ago, and we lost 1,000 some subscribers. So I appreciate you guys for your support. Thank you.
Thank you very
so much. Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And yes, we can talk about some of the other boxing news. You guys can click the StreamYard link to come on live to share your thoughts on this subject and also to share your thoughts about the fight coming up this weekend. We can talk about that as well. But we'll talk about this news story first about Stephen So-Called Nelson, our buddy Stephen. I'll download an interview that we did with him this past year. He's a really great guy. He's the director of B&B Boxing Academy, helping the kids out and helping the children. And we all make some irrational or spur of the moment decisions sometimes and don't always make the best decision. And we're going to talk about this. He got arrested today, and we'll get into that news story here. This is what Channel 7 is saying, our local news station. I'll get into it. Omaha, Nebraska. An Omaha boxer was arrested in connection to a shooting that injured a 14-year-old on March 31st around 2 a.m. on that Sunday, police said. Let me move this over if I can see this better and see you guys as well. So give me 1 second, guys. Here we go. I'll come back to it. Here we go. Let me find it again, guys. We lost it. Again, if you guys didn't hear, around 2 a.m., this shooting happened on Sunday, March 31st. Police were called to the area of 43rd and Ohio Streets here in Omaha, Nebraska, for a teen girl who said that she was shot somewhere else. And they go on to say, guys, real quick here, give me 1 second. I got to close this out. Give me one moment. They're also saying she was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Previous coverage says here, but the officers further investigated the incident and found that the shooting was near Bemis Park and Lincoln Boulevard. Now, the investigation led police to Stephen Nelson, who was arrested for a second-degree assault, 2 counts of first-degree assault, use of a gun to commit a felony, and shooting at an occupied vehicle. They go on to say, Nelson, an Omaha native, is the director, as we said, of the operations for B&B Sports Academy and a professional boxer, as we all know. We support Stephen 100%. We're just going by what's in the media. They say he holds a WBO, NABO super middleweight title. I think he was stripped of that title because of his injury. He had an Achilles heel, torn Achilles tendon, and he had surgery. And because he didn't fight for over about, I think, a year, they stripped him of that belt. But I think Edgar Berlanga got that belt after Stephen So-Called Nelson. This is what Stephen told us. And he said he would like to fight Edgar Berlanga to say, hey, that was my belt to begin with. But they go on. A super middleweight title. He's now 19 professional wins, 0 losses, 15 KOs. According to court documents, the victim told officers that she was an occupant in a stolen vehicle, which is registered to Nelson when she was shot. Now, a lot of people are making a lot of comments on this story on Facebook and social media in support of Stephen. And this is what they say here again. The vehicle was stolen from the area of 39th and Farnham Street, court documents state. The victim told officers that a white vehicle began following the stolen vehicle and they fled before parking in a concealed alleyway near 35th Street and Hawthorne Avenue, according to court documents. Now, after about 10 minutes, a white Chevrolet Trax appeared and a male suspect approached on foot, raising a handgun and firing multiple shots, according to court documents. The shots hit the victim and the vehicle. According to court documents, the victim was taken to the area of 43rd and Ohio Street, where the officers found her. They did have a little video clip from Channel 7 News. You guys might want to go back and check that out. I was trying to add it. That's why I was late here tonight. I forgot how to upload a video because I haven't been on in a couple weeks. But also, court documents state that officers found 7 9mm shell casings at the area of the reported shots fired. And we go on here as well. Officers respond to Nelson's address and found the stolen vehicle with multiple apparent bullet defects and also blood evidence inside, according to court documents. Now, Nelson told officers that he was at a bar in the area of 39th and Farnham Street when his vehicle was stolen. This is what the news report says. According to court documents, he tracked the vehicle using his work cell phone, which was left in the vehicle, and found it near South 118th and Shirley Streets, and then drove it back to his residence. Nelson admitted driving it despite bullet defects and blood evidence in the car. Now, court documents state that the victim described the suspect again as a black man in his mid-30s with a beard and an athletic, muscular build. Now, they go on to say, guys, in this statement, he consented to the officers to retrieve 2 9mm firearms from his residence. He gave them up willingly, and a cell phone was also collected by the forensic unit. Now, surveillance video from the bar that Nelson was at shows a vehicle being stolen at 12:47 a.m. Again, his vehicle was stolen, guys. Then Nelson looking for his vehicle at 1:34 a.m., followed by a Chevrolet Trax picking him up at 1:45 a.m., according to the court documents. They also go on, guys, to say court documents state that Nelson told officers that he called 2 of his cousins when he learned that his vehicle had been stolen, and then they picked him up in a gold Honda sedan. Now, they also go on here as well and say an officer received consent to search one of their phones, and location data indicated that the device was downtown before traveling to the location of the reported shots fired at 2:08 a.m., then traveling to Nelson's address, then to the vehicle recovery location, according to court documents. They go on. B&B released a statement. It says here, B&B released a statement regarding the accusation. Before they said that B&B had no statement, guys, earlier in the news reports, but I guess this is their statement from B&B Sports Academy. Our board is alarmed by the allegations and charges that have been filed, and this is in quote, guys. I'll repeat it again. Our board is alarmed by the allegations and charges that have been filed against Stephen Nelson. We are not able to respond to them until further information and facts have been received. Meanwhile, our focus is on the kids we serve at B&B Sports Academy and continuing our programming for them. So that's the gist of it right there, guys. So basically, they're saying Stephen Nelson's vehicle was stolen, and by tracing the cell phone, I guess, young people know how that's done. and then he was able to find out where the vehicle was at. I would like to also share some of our Nebraska laws on shooting. You guys can click the StreamYard link as well. Come on live, share your thoughts on boxing. If you guys have any comments, I can share your comments on screen. Again, we support Stephen 100%. I guess in this situation, you have to get a lawyer and haggle that and do everything the lawyer and the legal system want you to do, and wait for the final outcome, and we'll see what happens. But this is what we say in Nebraska, guys. This is the information I have pulled up, and let me pull that up for you real quick. Okay, let me go back. I think I might have lost it. Let me find it here real quick. Our Nebraska has some certain gun laws. Let's find out real quick. Okay, this is what I was trying to bring up. In Nebraska, guys, the use of a deadly force is justifiable if a person believes that such force is necessary to protect oneself against death, seriously bodily harm, kidnapping, or sexual intercourse, compelled to force or threat. However, they go on. I'm losing my voice. I'm fighting a cold, guys. Excuse me. However, this justification applies only if the person did not provoke the attack. Now, regarding the specific scenario of someone stealing your car, it's essential to consider the following points. Number one, Castle Doctrine. Nebraska follows the Castle Doctrine, which means you have the right to defend yourself and others within your home or occupied vehicle. However, that doesn't automatically grant permission to use a lethal force against a car theft. Now, number two, duty to retreat. Nebraska does not have a specific stand your ground law in situations outside your home or vehicle. You generally have a duty to retreat if possible before using deadly force. And then also we go on. We also have reasonable belief. To use lethal force, you must genuinely believe that is necessary to prevent imminent death or serious harm. Shooting someone for stealing your car may not meet this threshold unless there are additional circumstances, e.g., for example, thief threatens you with a weapon, for example. Now, also stolen property. Possessing a stolen firearm is a felony in Nebraska, so using a stolen gun to defend your property is not legally justifiable either. We also go on in the summary of all this. Excuse me, guys, I am fighting a bad cold. In the summary of all this, while Nebraska recognizes the right to bear arms in self-defense, shooting somebody who steals your car is not automatically permissible. Always prioritize safety, follow the law, and consult legal advice faced with such a situation as this. I just want to talk about this tonight. So tell me what your guys' thoughts are in the comments. Type your comments in the comment section if you have anything to share on this. I think tonight I'm going to end this because I haven't seen you guys in a while, but please subscribe. Put your comments in there. Tell me what you guys think about this. Again, we support Stephen. Only recommendation I can give him is get legal counsel and do all the steps and necessary that you need to do with what your lawyer tells you to do. But we just want to say a prayer for him and the people involved and the team. So we support them fully. But sometimes we don't make the best decisions. That's all I can say. And maybe the police should have been called first, but who knows all the circumstances and all the things behind it. And there's some people saying that teens need to be shot at for stealing the car. What do you expect? You cause a crime, you commit a crime, you should be shot at. But I went over some of the basic legalities here in Nebraska involving such a situation. So we just pray for him, and you guys tell me what you guys think. I'll end it tonight with this little live stream. Go ahead, and then we'll come back on for a watch party Saturday night. for the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight. And we'll get back into doing our normal reporting, news programming, and live shows a few times a week. And so, guys, thank you for your support. I appreciate it again. Thank you so much. Appreciate it
very much.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, thank you again. And for you guys, yes, thank you. For you guys that didn't know what was going on here tonight, this is the gist of it, verbatim, word for word, the best I can do, and what our Nebraska gun laws are, some basic information on that. So appreciate it, guys. Appreciate your support. Hit subscribe, hit like, hit share as well. Appreciate it. Everybody, thank you for your time tonight. And say goodnight to this pretty lady here. And we'll catch you guys next time. Everybody have a good night.